Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh no. So look, something I forgot to talk about was how the reason that I don't really go without the product on my scalp is because it makes my hair easier to wash the next time. So it's like it gets soft right away. Hold on a sec. Well, let me tell you something, Satan. If tonight a severe problem, because they're just not even able to happen twice. Okay. What am I doing? Almost forgot my little routine. That's what happened when you're recording. Don't want to let you get everything out. You can do something that contradicts. I wonder, well, this is the only outlet here. It should not. There shouldn't. I mean, there's no reason why I wouldn't. Oh, that speaker is on, but it's not plugged in. And this doesn't like that outlet. Hold up. This has a cool feature. I'm noticing a slight change. Because I never have to use the comb. I only go through it with the blow dryer. So that's not good. But again, I'm recording. They acting like they're used to that. Got that right about now. But y'all are. I don't like this don't stay on like it should. Up. And the tooth just came off. Oh, they're not about the way I'm holding the blow dryer, like they always watch me hold it. They said they use that makeup everywhere. But saying hush. And I ain't got no licking nail. I mean the nerve of y'all. Just glad y'all hoes come starting to pop in y'all videos too. That doesn't normally happen. And you notice it happen on both sides. The difference is they're tearing hair out. Or they get some damage and it will eventually come out. Like this, you see it blowing off? Look, all the gray. And when I dye it, they make it like, well, the last time I did it was in a week that they made it gray again. So I haven't dyed it at all since. Now my camera's doing some weird stuff. Let me put it there like this. It's pretty good there. Do you see what I'm talking about though? It'll look a hefty, unstyled. So, what I wanted to talk about was that product. Oh no. That's not good. But nothing really would have helped it either. I'm sweating. What I wanted to talk about is that product. The shampoo and conditioner that I use is really good. It's the same they use at the salon. And it's 2 years worth. Keep in mind, I spent a lot of time in hotels this year. So it's, I didn't have to use, there was a lot of time that I was away from the product and I used like hotel grade stuff. That's really what I was using, like hotel bottles and shampoo and stuff. Hold on, I'll talk about that once I finish this. I just don't want it to get dry. Thank you for seeing. They're talking about how I have to stay on them because they start acting a fool. When I said, "Can you get to it now?" They were talking about she let us dry it. Hold themselves my hair. She didn't dry us right away. She didn't do it like she did them other people. And next thing you know, it's a real problem. I'm not in the mood. See, going somewhere with that bullshit. No. So look, what I was going to say about that product is it's 2 years of hair growth that they've stolen. And you'll see almost true length. Once I plan on it, they're breaking my nails while I do this. I'm just glad the lights and the blow dryer didn't conflict. They said, don't be told you don't want you to put it because they're not able. That's what they said. They don't want me to put it in my hair because they're not able to resist it. He said that's exactly what they started happening. So I tell them the truth and she be telling me what they saying. Oh, how inappropriate is that? How did that happen? Without me saying it. So look, this is how much, not the real picture. Nothing really came out during washing it, and you've seen me here before, earlier this year. After a couple treatments, it gets healthy and it doesn't break or shed as much. But this is how much came out after blow drying. But like I said, that's not a real picture because some pieces of hair, they blew, you know, all over the place, and I have to sweep the floor. But it's just, it's not, we'll say this times 2. So that's not that bad. They're complaining about my socks. They said they're what I did before I put them on. And she said she's not going to tell us what she did to make this not look at situations the way don't want us to look at them. What? I wish my iPhone camera weren't in such bad shape and you could get a better because I think a lot of that has got to do with the light. Oh my goodness, my camera is just really going nuts right now. I think it's mad about my face. speaking of which, I was about to come get these. So look, that's what's left. And you saw, well, you didn't see, but I'll put a picture up because I took one before the hand. The little containers that I keep in the shower that I use. I really want to show my scalp, but it's hard to. They had it in real bad shape. You saw that when I took the micro links out, how the parts no longer look like regular parts. They look like they looked like bald spots. That's so weird, because this looks more like, I don't know. But we all know what lighting does, so. Okay. I need a couple of clips. And you know, I'm working with an iPhone, so that means that there's no pause feature. I'm gonna have to run and get it. I'm trying to think, I just saw one somewhere recently, and I only say that because that means I know where some are at, but I haven't cleaned them, and just be something else I gotta do. Great. This one wasn't as bad. This one wasn't that bad. They were in a purse that government bought some lotion or something in. So they had dried up lotion on them. But the other ones were in like some crazy ass condition. And these aren't my You noticed maybe that these aren't my regular flat irons. These are like a cheap pair that I got because mine are in Ohio. But they're decent. They get the job done. That's the thing about most stuff. You know, you normally have a desired result you want in mind, but if it's a flat iron, it's gonna flat iron here. If it's a blow dryer, it's gonna blow dry here. And to be honest, a lot of that is manipulated with science too. You don't know how you're being attacked, or what type of dollar they want you to spend. People love when she tells us that she won't let us have the same situation. So they're talking about me making this video and it conflicting with them trying to claim it. But y'all, this has been going on how many years? There has not been any change. I told you, every night, every day, it's like yesterday was never established. It's as good as never happening. And it's still going to be unstyled. I'm not going to be wrapping it because it doesn't respond well to foam wrap. Like, that's another thing that they use to fizz my hair up right away. Like, if I try to wrap my hair, you'll see it turn into an absolute mess. You won't be able to believe it. And it caught me at a time where I don't have time to play no games. So I can't even show you. Didn't mean to do that. They said she's making people realize that we robbing the fuck out of her. They said, and she's making people realize that she's been at the same headspace her whole life and we lie about all her activity to claim it now. And be saying that she don't know herself. That's what they just said. Be saying that she don't know who she is. I only had one relative tell me that I didn't know who I was because he was trying to claim my past. And y'all can all imagine who that is. Goes without saying. They said the ends are not cooperating. I did say that. Man, I hate I put that blow dryer away already. My neck is like sweating. Oh my goodness. Wish I stopped to talk about my LASIK appointment. What's that? Almost? No, it ain't been 2 years. Yeah, it's been about that. Been again in the last year. Beginning of 2022. That's crazy. Oh, I'm trying to get you a mirror view. I know my part probably crooked. Is it? No, not as crooked as I thought. But since I recorded with the front, I can't zoom in. This is not normally how I flat iron it. But this is the second time I've done it this way recently because of how damaged it is. And wanting to be able to feel my pineal area good. Because I found that when I was taking it all the way across, like I did up until this point, that I was missing, and I had to really search for how uneven, like the attacks that were being made right here in the center of my skull. So I just had to break it down so I could really, you know, hone in on it. And see what was going on. Or not really see what was going on. I mean, it ain't nothing like science. It ain't nothing like they seeing what's going on. It said y'all saw me about to lose my mind and go off. Oh no, I got my last piece mixed in here with it. And as you notice, like, I don't have my glasses on and I don't have contacts in. I'm going all by feel. Like, this is all being done by touch. And it's not that I can't see my hair at all. I just can't see it up close because, you know, I'm nearsighted. They attack my eyes. Just like they attack every other fiber of my being. Everything about me is supposed to be off limits. Starting with my mind. Well, they said that I started on the outside and they said I was going to start on the inside for feel. They done broke all my favorite combs. I done brought this comb so many times, it's not even funny. They break it over and over again. And she said, how many times y'all done broke it? But she's talking about her entity. Her group of agents. And Amel said at least 3. What? The nerve. No, if I ain't telling you nothing they talking about, it'll all get out. It's gonna all come out. It's just, I feel like it's not, why do I feel that way? I think I feel that way because I'm focused. I feel that way because I'm focused, and I don't want to make this video. You know, like sometimes I do hair videos and I disclose a lot of details. Like, and then there's times where I really just try to not pack too much information into a video and just let it be about whatever I'm doing or talking about. And I know for a fact that once I start spilling details, like, they ain't gonna let it flow, and then it's gonna end up ultimately not being conveyed the way that I wanted to, but in a way that would sabotage me. So there will be a time, like, I'm gonna get to say any and everything that I want to say, and that's just that. This is not the time to be talking about all the contradictory shit they did and how they're talking about what they did to me with the folks that I know. But specifics to be specific, in case any of you are ever wondering and it comes up, is regarding when gang stalking first started, someone cutting their hair and the impression and curses that were attached to it, and how that was attached to damaging me and my mom's hair. Just so we don't run into it, you know, like, well, what were you about to say in that one video? But then you said you weren't going to talk about it. That's insane. They said that when this got out, if we went through every video, that it would be another 6 years. And they're talking about in terms of like mankind, so the population of people, and like killing them off, and just like how they're going to buy time. So they're like, if, you know, they can get me to talk about things and talk through things, that you know, it would just give them all like what's it called? It's kind of like is it peacetime at war or something like that? Before, you know, like virus or whatever, because they were talking about how pretty much it'll end up being virus right away, because how many are in categories that they're not supposed to be in from calling themselves me. He said they don't want me to say nothing else. He said they don't want her ass to say nothing else because that was too much information. I didn't plan on saying nothing else anyways, but y'all gotta watch what you say to me. You know I be telling this shit. Making mental notes and shit. I guess I probably should be more concerned about whether I have enough battery life. But I think I was good on that. Let's check. Make sure. Oh, yeah. There's just certain parts that they put more gray. So look, it's been about a month ago that I realized that they were putting gray hair. They started putting grays in the back of my hair. And I couldn't fucking believe it. And these are all associated with the old people curses. So, like I said, no sooner than I die, they jam packing the shit back in. Like the last time it lasted 6 weeks like it was supposed to was in July. I mean, not in July, probably like whenever I died before I left that nasty hotel in the Copley Inn. Before I left there, That was the last time it, because you saw, like, as it faded on my fingers, you know. I really didn't talk about my hair much, but these are the things that I was watching that, you know, I wasn't talking about. So I'm like, it's been 5 weeks, and this stuff ain't came off all the way off my fingers. Like, I always, all the showers, washing my hands and all the time and stuff, and it was barely fading. But it was doing the same thing in my hair, and I was washing it and stuff all the time, or once a week. But then after that, when I got home, it's been curtains. Talking about literally a week later. They said the situation's got worse because now they know that she don't live in Ohio. You see what I'm saying? They act just like I never purchased this house. And every day, yeah, like I don't live alone in it. And I'm talking about to the point where, like, they claim the rooms to me. Talk about they want the door closed because I know that they're acting like they're in there, and they'll stay peaceful as long as I leave them alone and leave the door closed. And and this is still real damaged, you can see. But you already know, sometimes they grow it in and sometimes they don't. So, not lately. They said that my hair isn't training as fast as it normally will because I don't have my regular flat irons. I do have a decent set of flat irons, but more than that, you saw that this heat is controlled just like the other set, but I'm only doing 330. So I'm not getting like a bone straight result, and I'm not going for that either. I'm not trying to put a whole lot of heat on my hair right now. I'm focused on the health of it. Because, I mean, no different than everything else I talk about. Just imagine nothing being a reflection of how you live. That's what this hair situation is. It's not a reflection of how I live, who I am, how I feel emotionally or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they're making my hair look like is stress. And I don't have any of that. I'm fucking fighting. I'm going to win. And ain't nobody died lately. I'm keeping the elders in my family alive. Okay? Like, I don't talk to none of them and nobody. Because they're posing as them. But ain't nobody died. So, as long as ain't nobody dying... And I'm still doing everything that I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Doing my journey, walking my path. To exterminate the government. All right? Like, really. I mean, you see me. Like, you see it. I'm too much for me. Like, I occupy me. I care for me. Like, I I uplift me, you know, and I got a joyful disposition. That's the thing about it that you can't change. So it's like, if I couldn't put these things into perspective, you know, like what was happening to me, what's being done to me, how to fight and approach it, didn't have a way out, that'd be another story. But bitch, I got my plan. And look, you've seen me try to execute it twice this year already, right? And they were both epic fails. But not on my behalf. It was like a control failure. You get what I'm saying? Like, look at who I'm fighting. All the resources of Satan. And again, if I couldn't put it into perspective, it'd be a different story. But that's nothing to stress about. I could never lose. I can't lose. It's unfortunate for the motherfucker I strike, you know, like, but that's just, they made it that way. They made it that way. Made me do it. And it's just a robot. It's not even real. Oh my goodness, that big old gray patch. Look at that. That's my first time seeing that. So that just means it changed since I was sick. You know, they had me down ever since I returned from OKC. And yeah, I was just there a few days ago at the zoo, but literally when I left the hotels and returned home, the motherfuckers got worse. Now, you can imagine why. As soon as I put product on this, it turns into a frizzy poof and it swivels up. Let's see if I can show an example. Probably don't want to put this right here in the front, but I'm going to go for it. No, here, because this white shit might show. Wrong route. We're just gonna give that a moment. Wait. I probably should put it in braids since I'm doing a wig, but I'm just really like leaving it alone. Put a scarf on it. We're gonna give this a second to show you what it do. What about gel? How do I feel about gel? Since that might not be a bad idea to gel it down. When I go out, either I wear a hat and do all face, or I wear a wig. It just depends on how cold it is and how much energy I got. So I'm like, how do I feel about gelling it all back, like, and then doing like this kind of pinning situation? It's starting, but that ain't nothing. How do I feel about gel? especially being that I've hardly used it. I don't know. I'm thinking I need to gel these holes down. Because, you know, this ain't even my hair. It's not my braided hair. It's not my, nothing about it is mine. These are demons, okay? It's like Medusa, or isn't that the name of it? The thing with all the snakes? These are demons. And they like products. And they misapply it, they sacrifice it and make their hair grow. I ain't even gonna go into it. It's the most vicious shit you ever seen. When we talk about products and services and shit. And just the resources of saying, you know, the science behind making people and shit. Like, it's just, I'm not gonna do that to y'all today. Not right now. I think the gel is a good idea. I'm gonna leave it open. We're gonna wait, let this finish doing what it's gonna do, because it's not dry. And then you can imagine after rolling in bed, coming out my scarf, and you know, getting attacked all night long. You know, the shrivel form gets smaller and smaller and more just matted, but it doesn't get tangled, and that's really, I have to appreciate that right now. Because when my hair falls out, it makes me want to fucking snap. See the fizz work too? And how you get all fizzy? Can't make my mind up about this gel thing. I think this is a good idea though. Let's see. I'm gonna go stand on the porch. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait till I end this video to do that. Okay, so look. Ugh. I'm not trying to define color. See, this is like but it's Dr. Miracle. That's why I'm like, they went like, okay, so when I look at the ingredients, I'm like, yes and no. And one of the reasons I say no is because with my hair not being the texture that it normally is, that means that it's not gonna react like it normally will react. And I'm afraid that it might turn into a curl coil type situation, kind of like what it's doing when I leave it alone. And it takes this a long time. I've used it before. I've only used it once before, and I noticed that it took it a long time to dry, and that's even after I used the blow dryer on it, and I didn't use a lot of it. So I'm like, I mean, maybe overnight, but I really don't have holding, you know, like I got a scarf, and then I got something I could put over the scarf. But I'm like, I just feel like with this type of gel and what my hair is doing right now, that it aggression. Like, I put it in, style it or set it how I want it to be molded, and then sit under a dryer. But I don't got that either. Okay, so that right there, that's what it starts looking like. It'll end up being like 2 of these things that look like a roll, but it's not a roll. And before you know it, it's like that long. Okay, I'm gonna do the gel. I'm gonna put a scarf on, and I'm gonna let it sit overnight. And I think that as long as I don't put foam wrap in it, it won't turn into a mess all throughout. So that means I'm just gonna have it pretty much on this top layer and in the back versus all through my hair. And I normally would put foam wrap all through, and when that foam wrap gets in, it says it does what you see it do, but it gets worse. So I'm gonna leave the foam wrap out of the equation, and I'm gonna leave out the leave-in conditioner, which I never do. Oh, so wait. Let me show you the conditioner. Now that it's straightened out. See how it's get this right. There we go. So you can see how you can see what's new and what's not, and what's left of the old hair. So that's all stuff that'll probably end up at some point or another. It depends, because it is getting, it's not as weak anymore. It's in bad shape. It's pretty fucked up. I want a part in the middle in case I decide to like need to put a part just in case, you know. Oh, they don't like that. They said that y'all are gonna know that I be stressing them out. She said I'm irritating the situation just by putting the situation in a ponytail because I'm just laughing at myself. I don't got nothing to say to nothing y'all saying to me. Look, they're doing it already. The fizz bubble. Oh my, let me hurry. I don't even got a brush. Ask yourself, how have I been getting by without a brush? You know I can afford one, right? Why ain't buy another one? It's not that simple. Both my brushes are in Ohio. Okay. Now that's just like really not enough. I need to put more here. But see, I hope this shit don't happen. This is similar to what happened last time. But foam and wrap helped tear the whole club up. Can't brush it. I'm not going to comb it. I'm going to leave it alone and put a scarf on. Shut up, Sam. Oh. That ain't nobody's business. Y'all just made me go all kind of weird. I forgot I was recording and everything. I see this just not going well. I'm going to show what it looks like tomorrow. Food stamps. I didn't even get the little pieces back there, but they'll be fine. Yeah, I know this is only for a week. Okay, that's the end of this video. And like I said, tomorrow I'll show what it did overnight.